If you walk in,
nobody know what's going on. That's the problem.
Nobody else will, but you better record it.
Hey, you make sure you double step on every fourth beat. You double step. Do the shimmy, and make sure you're always in the front of the pack.
Oh yeah, well, that's why I'm always at anyway.
That's right. Here comes the moose.
There it is. We are live on Facebook.
We are live on Facebook.
Yep, and YouTube. I got the YouTube coming across.
Oh, sweet.
The YouTube.
You're getting old. You see, you call it just exactly what we've been calling it.
Yep.
You're getting old, buddy.
Yeah. Or the YouTube.
I'm so much bigger in this new screen. I don't like it.
Change the screen.
I can't change it. I either get bigger or I get really tiny.
Hey. You won't like Moose when he's angry.
Hey, do phone mode.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, somebody see what I mean?
Even bigger.
Yeah,
even bigger.
We like that.
Yeah,
I'm good with that too. There we go.
No.
Hey, so you got Ant-Man powers.
So we meet again. Rob Clark.
Now I got to look all the way to the other side of the screen to see the jar, the comment jar.
Yeah, that jar is too far.
Right,
I know.
It's right here.
Yeah, which is over here
right
for
next to me.
I'm not gonna point at it. I don't have. I can't. I don't point right. So
yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at.
Point right here.
You want me to point at it? Let me show you where I'm at.
No. Oh, he's pointing at it. Oh,
hey,
congratulations!
Good. See, it works. Yeah.
That's a big moose head. That's what Bob says.
I know. That's what I said. I can't figure it out. Actually, I can figure it out. They switched things on our provider that does all of our live streaming for us, and they switched these pieces, and now the pieces of the puzzle don't fit the way they should. It's like
they do it just to keep you on your toes, man.
Yeah. So what if we didn't see what I mean? Say get everybody like this? That's no good.
Nope.
No good.
No
good.
No bueno.
Okay, let's try. I've reached my limit.
Hey, go gadget. Hey, stop pressing
the
buttons,
go.
Man.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no. Yeah, and then whenever you talk, we'll just do like this. Magic Mike.
No, take me off.
Yeah, this is the Zoom calls that you're used to.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Hey, pay attention to the dashboard there. The phone call's on. We got calls on the line.
Okay. Oh, we do. Hold on, we do. We got a caller. Are you there? No, we don't have a caller. He's not here.
No.
Oh my goodness.
He's blinking on my side. I can transfer it to you.
No, why don't you go ahead and pick it up?
Yeah, go ahead and pick it up. Go ahead, talk to him.
I only see the board. I don't have that capabilities. Yeah. Oh, there's 3 lines blinking now.
Oh,
okay. Well,
it sounds like it's gonna be a busy night.
Let me see if Game got there. Go ahead and pick up line.
Hey, hold on. All right, go ahead. Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, you there?
Yeah. How you doing, caller? Welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Hey, who are we talking to?
This is Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, how's it going? Who's your favorite podcast host here?
I think Magic Mike, mostly. I think.
Oh, Magic Mike. How long you been listening to us?
7 years, something like that.
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like you guys. You guys are great.
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
Can I see Magic Mike before? Can I see him?
Go ahead. Let me get that straightened out. Go ahead. There you go.
Hey, caller, how's it going?
Good. Hey, I just appreciate your comments. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, we appreciate you. 7 years. That's a long time.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for calling, Jimmy.
All right, there you go.
That's a great caller.
What do you do?
Who would have thought Magic Mike got fans out there?
I would have thought that. I think everybody has a little. I don't know about fans, but I think everybody has somebody they connect with.
That caller truly was a fan of Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. Rob says, "What's the story behind the hat?"
So this
and
is
where does he call? Where does he call? Game God. How does he get online?
Yeah. I believe it's on our Facebook page.
Is it? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
actually, I think it is. The number is there.
So the hat is Gryffindor, if you can see it. Not sure how it comes through. It's blurry on my side. The House of Gryffindor. This is a gift for me, and I'm wearing my Ollivanders shirt as well. So
Wow.
Hmm.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
It's very strange.
That game is actually really good, by the way. So
Figure out. Oh, he's playing the game. Look at this. That's 110 posts right there.
And he
Work
met
with
the
most
quota. He
black-
met
Yeah.
the quota.
hey, we'll talk to Moose after the update to
Apex update.
Apex update. Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, I want you guys to know, for everyone who's listening right now, Moose is now in Apex. He's a character. They finally put him in there.
Every
Hey,
you have to become an Apex Predator for them to put your character in, and there you go.
and I want you to true to life, from looks to age to everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
A 63-year-old distinguished gentleman is what they
Yes,
call
yeah,
him. So,
yeah. I mean,
there you go.
They did have him shave a little bit for that.
A little bit, yeah, on the
part, and he
sides.
grew
Yep,
back out,
yep.
yeah.
They cleaned them up a little bit.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, they cleaned them up a little bit. They thinned them out. They cleaned them up.
Me out because you
Yeah,
can't play Apex in the arena with a little too much COVID weight on you. So you gotta slim that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing too. They got your play style down packed too. I mean, it's just you all the way. It's just you. So anybody who plays Apex, Moose is on there. They call him something different for marketing reasons. But,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do they call him?
You can't say Moose.
yeah, no, yeah. Then there's
Okay.
fees and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They
Yeah.
don't want to pay us
Yeah.
royalties.
I don't want to do that.
No, let me rephrase that. If they call them Moose in the game, they had to pay royalties to the podcast. Right now, they're just paying royalties to Moose.
That's right. I collect those in Zelle payments. They send me in Zelle payments.
That's right. That's
Every
right.
time
Don't be late.
Yeah.
Don't be
Don't
late.
be late. You're probably getting some now.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. There you
You
go.
just got one.
let me make sure.
There you go.
Oh no, none. Okay.
Man, hey, matter of fact, I think that declined. That's what that was.
Oh, is that what that was? No.
That was a
there you go.
decline. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I know we've got some stuff to talk about tonight. I know we're just kind of wasting some time here right now. This is the pregame. We talk a little bit about how our day went and what we're going to do on the busy signal. Are you serious? Lines must be full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's 5 lines lit up right now.
There you go. I don't know how to say it any other way.
Well,
they know they're not
you
getting all on the phone, right?
Yeah. No, I know. I know, but it's busy.
You talk to each of them.
Keep trying. It'll come through.
Keep trying.
As long as there's people there, it'll never come through.
Eventually.
Game guys.
As soon as you see us pick up a line, that's where you try.
That's true. Remember those days? Pick up. Now.
Yep. Hey, caller number 97.
98.
Hey, listen, Moose and we won a trip off of a call.
Oh, we did.
A radio station.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Hey, listen, do you actually believe that they waited 97 calls to pick
No,
up
I don't
97?
think they did like 3, and then they waited, and then they were like 57, and then they skipped to like 70, and then they would do 90 something.
No, they pick up your call. Did I win? Nope, you're 96. Try again.
Depends on how you respond.
Did I win? Try again. Yeah, call back, caller.
Oh, Game God, you had some show and tell. Go ahead, show that everybody.
I got no show and tell.
He's doing it right now.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. I'm here.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Yeah,
that's my show and tell.
Yeah. Did I catch you at a bad time? Game God?
No, but that was the transition to Moose has show and tell.
I have none.
Oh no,
It hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, payment didn't go through. I got you. I understand.
I'm using a firm. It always goes through with the firm.
Okay. Just making sure.
What's another one? A firm.
Hey, Cash App.
Cash App.
I don't know what that one is.
That's Magic Mike's favorite one.
Yeah.
For 4 easy payments of only an APR of 3.2%.
4 equal payments. Every week we charge you $85
for your $5 payment.
But that is insane.
Did you guys? I don't know if you. I'm afraid I don't want to get into some of the topics that we're going to be talking about, but I'm afraid that there may have a lull coming up in like the sci-fi world. I don't know what you know
I
about
have
it.
I have something to say to that, but I don't. It's not time.
That's why I just went and just
It's not
Yeah, I
time.
just wanted to see if
It's not-
you were paying attention.
I just want you to know that there's a reason why there's no music. There's a reason why there's you know.
Hey, we'll be able to tell by Moose's intro tonight whether or not.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. If
Oh,
you hear the
goodness.
8-bit version, you know.
You want to get started? Let's get started.
Hey, Moose, you gotta start paying your people, man.
Uh-oh.
They, be-
Uh-oh.
they better pay their union dues. That's all I got.
Here comes the hammer.
All right, let's get started. All right, let's here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mute you guys. That's the first thing. Hold on. It's one of these. You know what? Let's just go over here. I think. Oh, actually, I think it's this one. Oh no, that's there we go. Now you're muted. All right. I don't have to worry about you. Go ahead. That's right. Go ahead. Say something. All right, here we go. Star Wars Visions is out by Disney Plus. The writer's strike in Hollywood. How will that affect the rest of what's to come the rest of the year? And then we have something called Virtuix Omni. What's that about? Well, all that and some more.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 389 here tonight. With the boys from the past and Back to the Future again. Did you know? You know the house in Back to the Future, like that the McFlys lived in.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a recent a picture of somebody who went there. You know, who went to the house that they filmed the outside of. Anyway, it's changed a little bit, but not too much. And it's kind of cool, you know. You should look into that, Game God. Just try to find out where that house is. It's pretty easy.
Surprised he hasn't already.
Yeah, you go take a picture in front of it. That'd be kind of cool, I think.
You see, the sad part is I live in it.
Oh no! See, now I know you're not telling the truth.
Yeah, you don't even have a hoverboard yet.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
That's the only thing I don't show and tell, because then you can ask me where
Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen's house in Star Wars. That's now a little hotel.
Really?
Yes, I did see that. I did see that.
They left it. They just abandoned. They just leave it there. It's like the back lot, and they just left it there. But I guess somebody had taken it because they went in and kind of redone some of the stuff inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, somebody they turned into a little hotel. I think you get to stay there for like $3 a day or something.
What?
Yes, it is very, and it has like there's food and desserts and stuff like that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
that's kind of fun, right?
There's no technology though.
There is no technology. That's literally in the desert. Like it's like
okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I mean you got to really want to be there, but you get to experience it. I mean, it'd be like your Tatooine.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
I think it's in Tunisia. I think.
Okay,
it might be, but I do have the address to the McFly house. If
do you? Where's it at? Let me guess. Let me guess the state at least. I'm going to guess California. I'm just going to guess.
It is.
It is
California. It is California. So it is in 9303 Roslindale Avenue in Arleta, California. Zip code 91331.
Are you gonna? We should have gone there. How far is that from? Where did we fly into?
Anaheim.
How far is that from Anaheim?
It is in the same vicinity. It looks like it's in Los Angeles. So Anaheim's just outside of Los Angeles, or it's in the
Yeah.
bubble of Los
We
Angeles. So
You should have gone to see it. I can't believe you didn't know about it.
yeah, I know. And just like the mall, the Twin Pines Mall is actually called Punte Hills Mall. That's there. It's in
really?
Logan Heights,
Oh,
California.
that'd be kind of fun to get a
That would
shot, but I bet you it's completely different. I bet it looks
Hey, I'll give you one more. You know when he goes back to the future, when he goes to the past,
Yeah.
and he crashes into the barn?
Yeah.
I got that address for you
Oh,
too.
really?
Oh, perfect.
I bet that's changed too.
Yeah. So
I mean,
it's
the
pretty
barn's
funny.
still there, but I'm sure.
Looks a little different,
So
I'm sure.
The Karate Kid. You can go to the apartments that he that he lived in. How about that? You can find that.
Yeah.
Anyway, all these,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, all these things are out there. You just got to know how to look for
It's called Google Earth.
them. No. There's
Is
websites
that new?
dedicated to this kind of stuff. It's kind of fun.
That's correct. That's correct.
Anyway, let's talk about some fun stuff though. This is going to get started with the writer's strike.
Wow. Jump right in.
Yeah, right in. I'm that has me concerned a little bit.
Well, you know why it has me concerned, because we had no intro to it. We just jump right in. That's what happens when you don't have writers. Just jump right in.
Yep.
Now you get to see us. This is the raw version of us.
Yeah, it falls flat right there.
Well,
We usually have a writer for this part of the show. We don't right now.
yeah. Matter of fact, I'm trying to look. I just don't see anything up here at all. There's nothing. Yeah. You know, we have some information on that.
Yeah. Do you think that it's going to last long, and do you think it's going to affect the shows that you like to watch? That's my first question.
Okay, we got two questions there. So, do I think it's going to last long? I don't think it's going to last that long. However, I do think it's going to affect some.
Part two of the same question is not two questions. It's just part two.
I do think it'll affect some of the shows / I should just say projects, shows and movies.
Yeah.
And others, it's not affecting.
They're already done. Yeah.
They're already done. The only problem is that sometimes they rewrite stuff in as they're filming just because they don't like the way it flows.
Right.
And so that part will won't be there during the continued production of some of these shows that we're waiting for to come out.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. No one realizes until after it's over how dangerous and how damaging these writers strikes are.
Exactly.
Right. So the last one was back in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
and I can tell you at that time there was quite a bit of good shows on at that time that only lasted one season because the strike lasted into like part of what would be the next season, and because of that, people lost contracts. They moved on.
Correct.
So I'll give you an example. Netflix. Usually when they have contracts with actors, it's over a course of a set amount of time. So if the actor isn't working within this set amount of time, they lose the exclusivity of that actor. So most like a 90 days. So they're not making something in 90 days. That actor is no longer bounded by that contract, and they lose that actor to some other project.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at that, also when there's nothing going on, no recording, all the local businesses wherever they will be filming, those also start to close up. So it's not just writers it affects. It's the whole shebang. And I gotta tell you, you said you don't think it'll affect shows. Some it'll affect some.
Well,
some
yeah,
not.
and I mean, I have some sources are that have given us information as to what it'll affect. I'm sure that's what you're about to go into.
Yeah. And I'm gonna steal thunder for one of your favorite shows, the best show out there. And that is Star Trek Strange New Worlds has been delayed.
Well, you're saying it, but that's season 3 specifically. And so we're going to get season 2. That's done deal. So season 3, and that's why I say I don't think it's going to affect much, because by the time we get there, I think we're going to be okay for next year for Strange New Worlds.
You don't always have the same writers, though.
You're correct. You don't. But there's a lot of shows that are in trouble besides Strange New Worlds, Moose, and I know that's important to you. But Stranger Things, Blade has completely stopped at this point.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, the spinoff of Game of Thrones, I think what's it called? Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Does that sound right?
Yes. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Those shows are what we look at to be in trouble, because some of those aren't even going to take off most likely.
Yeah.
And then some of these shows are they're saying we're just going to wait till the strike is over. Yeah, and Rob Clark said Daredevil's pause. Well, Daredevil's already done. They're going to continue with production. The problem they're having people picketing where they're filming, and so they've had to stop filming because of that. but they're able to continue on, and they hope to continue. But that's what's pausing them. But other shows that are going to be continue on, like Andor, the Rings of Power season 2, as we know, those will keep going. But they've already been written. But the production piece is, what if you have to change something? Then you start relying on other things. But there's a lot that can be affected, as you said, Game God.
So and so when they go on strike, I don't know the specifics on why they're on strike and all that stuff. The question was asked by Moose to you. I never got a chance to answer it. I think this is going to last not as short as you think it is. I think it's gonna. Because I think they see what they can get versus the last time they striked in 2007. So I think they got some leverage, right? What the damage was from that strike back then. And I think they're gonna, if they don't get whatever they're asking for, I don't know what they're asking for. If they don't get what they're asking for, I think you might see this last longer than what you think it will last.
Yeah, it's a shame because you lose some of that creativity that you had during your initial write of it, during your initial thoughts of it. You go away, you come back, and some of that creativity is gone. Some of it moves on to another show. Some of it it's kind of hard to recreate the magic sometimes. And that's what I always struggle with these writers strikes. And it surprises me that the what's the word I'm looking for? The company, the
production companies,
there's another word, but yeah.
Union?
Yeah, no. Well, the union is why they're on strike. So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy because I just think that these places that I can't think of the name for, try to agree with them, because every time there's been a writer's strike, something has fallen through, and you're like, well, we won't get that. It won't get as good as that anymore.
Yeah.
If you go back to, I mean, even when the Heroes, remember the TV first happening, I think they were affected by the second.
Correct. It was in their height.
Yeah. And so it's just terrible. It's terrible because
Flash forward,
another great show. Again, it just happens over and over again. And I just think the only people that really suffer here are the fans. And of course, the actors will get work at some point in time. But the fans suffer because it's a good show and it should last. And I guess for what it's worth, the actors suffer because they should have had an opportunity of completing that show. Same thing with Firefly. Not that it was necessarily a strike per se, but it wasn't great ratings. Fans suffered, and they had a good thing going. I mean, I guess you could say that's nothing to do with the strike whatsoever. But the point I'm trying to make is that fans do suffer, and because they want more of something, and then they just don't get it.
No, you're right. And Rob made a comment in the chat room. He said Marvel can't afford to let this affect them. DC will pass them. You know what? Maybe they should. I don't know the way things have been going lately. Maybe they need some new blood in there with Marvel. But yeah, I'm really concerned. I'm not concerned, but I am concerned because as I hear you guys talk more about it, especially what you're saying, Moose, about the creativity piece, because you do lose your train of thought. Well, as the creativity, where you go, oh, we're going to go this direction, and then you're off for 6 months. What did I say we were going to do?
Yeah, because they're not writing everything down.
Well,
right.
Well, and here's the other piece. Let's say even for the creativity piece, you just lose. I don't want to do it no more. And like when you get these people who are like, when a writer, from what I understand, or anyone who's in that creative process, it's like a wave. Like it all comes at one shot, and so they're getting all the creative juices moving and flowing, and then to stop it, just hard stop. It's not a switch. You can just it's not a pause like we're watching Netflix or Disney Plus and just get right where you're going. This is a hard stop, and that's got to build up. And at that point, you're like, man, I don't have interest anymore. So, and so that's why some of these just disappear. Yeah, that's why some of
John Bernthal and say, hey, I really liked your Walking Dead. Yeah, that was so last.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm done with
Next.
that. I'm done with that. Did you see the new film I recorded?
Yeah.
No, but to that point,
I didn't. Thank you. Have a good day.
Did you get the money from him? 25. But to that point, I really hope it doesn't. It's already starting to affect some of the shows. It may seem like nothing, like you may not seem like much at this point in time, but some of these shows can't afford to lose a bit.
Mhm.
And to Rob's point, Marvel, I think they're on the cusp of going back to when it was the Incredible Hulk with what's his name, the one that nobody watched, the first Incredible Hulk
The
that
first
came
one, I
out.
don't even know what that guy's name was. Yeah,
David.
Yeah, so-
Banner.
Yes, thank you.
No,
I know.
Yeah, but
Eric, it was Eric
it's-
Bana or something. It was like really close.
oh, it
to
was like it was. You're right. It was like
Yeah.
Banner. Like
So, but
Ed-
you don't
Ed
want to
Bana.
lose ground.
No.
Yeah, you don't
It
want
was
to lose
Eric, I
ground. And
think.
Marvel,
Eric Bana. You're right. You're right. Good job for you, Magic Mike. Hold on.
yeah, give him one. Give him one.
Hey, you get
Yeah,
one for that. Yeah. Good job.
You're lucky I don't have one of those
One
things.
to
I'll tell you right now. So,
you're
but
being-
yeah, I hope
You're being
I hope
game god. If that means anything to you.
It's not saying much, but yeah. I'll take it.
But here's one thing that Marvel won't let them get affected by is the opening weekend for Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend.
Okay. All right. So this is the third installment of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 3.
Okay. All right. Well, so
And
Are we assuming the last as well because of
domestic?
So yeah, it is. There's a lot of from what Marvel confirms and from what's his name, James Gunn says this is his last installment of Guardians of the Galaxy. Now Marvel decides to do something with someone else, I don't know, but with James Gunn, this is the last installment. So open this weekend for Thursday to Sunday. What do you guys got? What do you got? Opening weekend numbers. All right, so opening weekend. Go ahead, Magic Mike. Go ahead, look it up first.
I'm gonna
We're
say 110.
See this guy. He looked it up, Game God. He did.
I gotta drink water.
Why would you say I looked it up, Moose?
Because this is what you do. You look.
No, I do not. I don't look anything up. Just so everybody's aware, these guys don't like to be wrong or me be right.
80 million. 80 million.
80 million.
Yeah.
80 million. Hey, so to win both showcases, you got to come within 10 million. And I got to tell you, opening weekend domestic, 118 million.
Wow.
Magic Mike, you won both showcases.
Wow, I'll take it.
This
Yeah,
guy,
it's 118 million.
every single time he looks this stuff up. Every
No,
single time. Like, what Super
Hey,
Mario do? with the
I am
weekend?
just that good, man. It's okay. It's okay to let that go. Just let it go. Just let it slide right on down.
Oh, well.
Hey, can you take that point away? Hit it. Go ahead. Do it.
No, dude. You know what?
You know what? I'm gonna give myself a point.
Minus 2 points. Minus 2 points for cheating.
I'm leading. So 118 international with all the markets combined there, it's at 289 million opening weekend.
That's pretty good.
That is all. I figured they'd do good just based on what's happened recently, where people going back to the theaters and getting this desire to see some of these sci-fi show again. I think it's been leading up to that. Now, I don't know if the movie was any good, so it may come back down, but that makes sense for it to start.
We'll know next week, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Well, we will. Hey, and just for fun here, in the worldwide markets, who do you think, what market made the most money worldwide?
Wish I understood the question. I'm going to say the U.S.
No, international markets, not the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Moose looked it up. He looked it up.
I looked it up. It's the U.S.
By the way, he was right. It was the U.S. But go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, it was the U.S.
Japan.
Japan. What do you got, Magic Mike?
Well, I don't know what you talking about. A country? I'm gonna say England.
Yeah, countries. UK. All right. So close. That's a good. Hey, typical Magic Mike fare. Won't get the number one.
Yeah,
but get close. He'll get the number two.
Get okay,
right under the radar.
I'm gonna say Ireland.
Hey, they're on to me. I can't let them think
let them think I'm Ireland.
Man,
number one
jealous.
was number one was China, 28 million.
Okay.
Number two was UK.
Oh, there we go.
What did they pull in?
14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, and
People
you asked how
home.
did,
That's nothing.
yeah. With your setup, absolutely. Rotten Tomato score, just so you guys want to know what do you think? Tomato meter 82.
Okay. Audience
Is that a good score
That's
for
a
a
decent
Marvel movie?
score.
Audience score 95.
Whoa. Wow.
What about that? Come on.
Moose hasn't even seen it.
I haven't seen it. Come on, it can't be that good.
Hey,
It can't be that good.
hey.
Sorry.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Moose is looking it up. He's fact checking.
Yeah.
Hey, so what
Oh,
score do you give
there's
Game Guy?
only 5 voters that voted for that. Okay, I see.
What do you give it,
yeah,
Game Guy?
so-
What score do you give it?
Considering I haven't seen it, I give it a 95.
No, 1 out of 10. I just figured you go with 7.5 like you usually do. Is what you
Well,
if you've
that's
seen it or
next
not.
week. I'll let you. I'll let you know. 7.5. You know what? Because I haven't seen it. I give it an 8.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect. The perfect analogy. I love
I
it.
give it an 8. I give it an 8. So it's interesting. I've been avoiding all the feedback and
I couldn't avoid one. It was Drax himself that came out and was like, "It's been fun. I'm no longer going to be Drax."
Oh, you just spoiled it there, man.
Batista. What's his name?
Wow.
I forget his name.
David Batista.
Dave Batista.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, is that you,
Oh,
Moose,
yeah.
or is that Game
By
Guy?
the way, that was the production companies is what I was looking for earlier when I said the place, the people, the companies, production company.
Look at Rob, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
Moose, that was a big time Game God spoiler right there.
Say he died.
Absolutely. Okay, now you just going on, Rob. I hear you, man. He sounds just like Game God right now, giving that big time spoiler. Wow.
Hey, Magic Mike, remember when Dungeons and Dragons came out and the very first thing that Moose says, "Hey, just don't let me know if the old guys were in there. I don't want to know anything about it." Right? And I didn't say anything. I just made a look.
Buddy, yeah.
And then you know what he said? Game Gods look, gave it away.
It's true.
Exactly.
However, I didn't say he died in it or anything. I just said he's not doing it anymore.
Oh man.
That's nothing new. Neither are any of the other people. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Yeah, here we go. Now he's backtracking.
I'm not backtracking. I'm just telling you.
Listen.
Man.
So any of you guys gonna see it second weekend matinee, $4 theater? Anybody gonna go see it?
I'm not sure.
Eventually?
I'm not sure. It doesn't interest me as much.
Yeah.
The trailer doesn't do anything for me. I'm a little.
So it's not like the Flash trailer or
Flash.
I'm not getting excited at all. Yep. Cleanup. Nice.
Hey, I like how Rob says the cleanup. The cleanup.
Yep.
Yes.
That's that.
I
Moose is the
have
cleaner. Hey, that's his new name, the cleaner.
The cleaner. I love it.
That's Moose's new name. He went from the collector to the cleaner.
Yeah.
Listen, you read into what you want to read into that.
Hey, he's moving omnidirectional there, going all kinds of places.
Oh,
that's our next topic.
Hey, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. Start with our omnidirectional.
Yes, absolutely. So I just saw something posted here recently. Now, this is not new, but the information of it coming out later this year is new, and it's something that's called Virtuix Omni 1, specifically the 1. And this is, we're talking about real world experience of being on a VR treadmill, which, sorry, he threw me off there going big.
Sorry,
now.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to go.
Absolutely, this is great. This looks amazing to me. I feel like I'm in Ready Player One, watching as they get ready to move and be inside a game and feel. I'm wondering if you can feel if it's one of the vests, that you can feel stuff with. But
that would be nice if it were.
That would be awesome. But either way,
combine it with a like a Woozer vest. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be perfect. You know what? We need to hook them up with that collaboration.
We just need to do it.
Now, this actually started in a Kickstarter back in 2013. When they were going with like an Omni Pro, so they wanted to do it in worldwide venues, that kind of thing, for a test piece. And it was a Kickstarter, by the way, and they got a lot of money out of this, quite a bit. I won't go in. I don't know if you guys are ready to hear about the cost of this thing.
Yeah, I do want to hear about the cost.
I do. But before you hear before you put the cost, I want to kind of give my comments on this. So you said that obviously went through a Kickstarter and they got a lot of money. And let me tell you why that happened. Gamers from all around, from all walks of life, they're ready for the next level of what gaming's going to be.
Absolutely.
Right. We have hit a wall, a plateau when it comes to next gen gaming. Yeah. Right. Usually by this time, new systems have been, compared to when PS5 came out and Xbox One, Xbox Series X came out. We would have gotten a new system at this point in time based on the typical time frame of a video game system. We haven't.
Right.
And the reason why is they got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do. So I think when you look at this, first of all, the look of the contraption looks futuristic,
Yes.
right? You are attached to an arm. You have to move. It looks like, it combines, like you have to be fit or you're going to get fit, one or the other, right? I can definitely see Moose playing Apex in this and only getting 2 games in. So and to your point, you combine it. I mean, the add-ons are limitless on what you can do for this. The only concern when it comes to VR games, right? Because I've played in VR games, not like this, but I've done VR games, is that unless you have a powerful system to make this work, it's not going to work. So you get on the Meta Quest, it works on Meta Quest, but the graphics aren't to the level that we're used to as gamers, right? It isn't Apex Legends, it isn't Jedi Survivor graphics, it isn't that kind of graphics. Because when you run it on a VR system, you're essentially running 2 units at the same time to create the 3D effect. So that takes a lot of power. So, but I am super hype on this. I am super hype. What are you about to do, Moose?
It looks very exciting to me. I think the whole piece of it looks very cool. I mean, they have a big screen up there to show somebody watching somebody else, which might happen initially. It's not going to happen every time you play the game. So you just imagine that guy there by himself, and it's not as fun all of a sudden. It's less fun for everybody else. It's only fun for you. I've got to know the price though, because obviously the VR headset system itself isn't necessarily that's not the deal. That you could get that anywhere.
Nope.
Correct.
It's the unit that he's running on. It's a unit that he's attached to, that you're going to put in your living room, or
which by the way, Moose has no wires connected.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything. It's just just something where you can actually try to move around. It's got to have something though when you're running. So that's got to do something to like a controller, a joystick, because
it reminds me, the floor was like a touchpad, the way you would move a finger on a touchpad.
Yeah, it has to do something like that. So I don't know. Like if you watch him, it's not moving, but he's moving.
Yeah, what you have to have is either the shoe that they have that they probably sell. I don't know, maybe it comes with it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or you have to have the slipper or slip over your shoes to make it work.
It's probably more viable because, but they'll probably wear out a lot faster if you do that.
Yeah, they probably wear it a lot faster. And
I'll wear my socks. How about that? Because the socks will work too.
Socks would work, but there may be, like to your point, there may be some kind of contact that recognizes what you're doing.
So what price are we looking at? I'm in.
What go ahead, give me your price, Moose. What are you spending?
Okay. Well, I think this is going to be expensive. I think it's going to be very expensive. So I'm going to say it's $9,000. And
wow.
Yeah. I could be wrong. Yeah. But this is where I'm going, and I'm not in until you can get the price down to about $800.
Okay. So wow, $800 from $9,000, $800. Game God, you probably looking it up right now to see how much it costs.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't find it.
All right. So you want to guess?
I think it's going to be $2,000.
You looked it up. So here's where we are. We're looking right around the price range of $3,000 is where we are right now.
Okay.
Now if you got in on the project early with Kickstarter, it's about $2,000, which is where Game God is. He must have got in on that Kickstarter piece. Having said that, and you're saying you're not in till about $800, who knows when that'll happen, because their waiting list is about 35,000 people.
That's good.
That's pretty darn good.
That's a nice problem to have.
Yes.
So as I read the details here, there's a couple of red flags for me.
Okay.
Right.
Here we go.
So the very first thing is that it has its own online game store with 30 games available at launch. So you know what this tells me is that there's no major developer on this. This is all in-house games.
It could come later, because all these guys are hoping is that somebody else buys them out. That's all they're hoping
Correct.
for.
Yep.
Here's the other red flag for me.
Until they do that, I'm not in, by the way.
Yeah, that's what would make me stop. Here's the other red flag for me. Includes a standalone VR headset, right?
Yeah.
So it's and as you look at this, that it's not moving, right? So the stills, I'm looking at the stills. Man, that headset looks like a $20 Walmart headset. If I don't see
I didn't
one,
know they had $20 headsets. Like,
it looks like somewhere in there is an Android phone from Samsung Galaxy
inside
5
of the visor. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the red flags for me, considering what do I have a high-end VR system? No, I don't. I haven't invested in a $1,500, $2,000 one. I do have one that's $400 or $500, and I gotta tell you that I'm happy with it. I don't play it as much.
I don't touch mine hardly ever. So when Apple comes out with theirs, it's going to be expensive, by the way, guys. It's going to be like $3-4 grand.
Right.
And when they do, though, it's going to be really good.
Would you buy that one?
3 or 4 grand, I think it's just too much for me. I'm an Apple guy, but
I've never heard you say for Apple 3-4 grand.
I understand, but I think that's too much.
I mean, you have the bazooka, you had the big metal box, you had
unless they come out with something saying this is what it can do, and it blows my mind, then Well, if you can wear it at work and no one knows, maybe then you're going to.
That's when we're talking. I agree. But here's the thing about this piece, and is what you guys are talking about. You may have concerns about not having developers on there, where the games are going to come from. But as Moose said, somebody's going to pick this up. Whatever they decide to do with it, whether they develop it more as a product, or whether they just develop the software to be able to encompass their product, it's going to get picked up, because they just in pledge, their goal was $150,000. 1.1 million is what they got.
That's not bad.
That's pretty darn good.
I see this next season on Shark Tank.
It did make a Shark Tank appearance, I think, at some point, but
did it?
Yes, which I don't think it was successful. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can find it. But I think there are plenty of people who are willing to put money into it. They've proven that, and I think somebody will pick it up eventually, because this is just like everything, all the other technology that we pick up. It starts somewhere, and that's what this is the start of. And again, I'm not in for this like you guys. However, I'm excited that the technology is there now, and it's going to be in people's homes at some point soon. And then all of a sudden, people are going to start coming up with more.
All right, I got a few more little tidbits.
All right, wait. I have another business idea. Now, this business idea would flow around exactly where it's at. If you could get on the list, if you could secure, like, I don't know, 8 of them, and if you could put that in a space and have all 8 in one space, and then open up a business, a gaming store just for the products on their website or their app, that would be okay, because then you could have a party there. But if you couldn't do that, forget about it.
Yeah.
So it's funny you mentioned that. So they have a couple of commercial products right now called the Omni Pro and the Omni Arena. Right. So it's funny you say that. And a notable investor and advisor is Mark Cuban.
Okay.
Right. So he's a big tech guy.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the other thing is, you can go to their site and you can actually invest in them. So it says here, invest $1,000 to get a 30% discount worth $780 on the Omni One. So this might actually go somewhere, because I don't know too many Mark Cuban investments that, especially in the tech world, that don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He's going to put money into this. He's going to make sure it goes out. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stats here I'm not going to bore you with, but it looks like it's going to be, it looks like if you can, to your point, can get it to a big developer to get on board, or sell it to a big name company, a Sony or Microsoft, you're looking at, it can blow up. It definitely can.
Well, let's talk about Star Wars blowing up. Star Wars on Disney Plus has their show. The second season of Visions is out. Now, we saw this trailer, and I must admit, there's 9 episodes in the season 2, and I'm 5 in. So I'm finished 5. So there's 4 to go. And if you haven't watched yet, then turn off your radio, your podcast, not your radio, and get ready and come back, because when I saw the trailer for this, it was kind of exciting. And when I saw the first 5 episodes, I kind of wanted to see the trailer again. I didn't see the excitement. There was, out of the first five, in my opinion, and without any spoilers per se, there are only two that had any type of excitement, and in my opinion, and the excitement lasted for probably, one it lasted for, it seemed like 30 seconds, the other one seemed like 3 minutes. So it was kind of hard. It was kind of difficult. I was kind of unimpressed through the first five, and I don't think I'm going to have any impressive pieces to the next four.
Moose, we often agree with each other, and I gotta tell you, we're doing it again because I've only seen 2 episodes, and after watching the second episode with someone, they looked at me and they said, "That was supposed to be Star Wars?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't feel like it had anything to do with Star Wars. It looked like they just threw a couple things in here, there that, this is, if you have a lightsaber, it's got to be Star Wars. But their story wasn't anything to match with. It was not enjoyable. It really wasn't. The first episode I was like, okay, but it wasn't even great. And that's where I have to go and agree with you. Let's go. I'll watch the trailer 7 different times just to get the better result of watching the episodes so far. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I don't feel good about it.
So I've watched all 9. So I've watched beginning to end, and Moose and I had some conversation offline prior to him watching it. And it's funny that you made the comment, Magic Mike, about the second episode, because I think the exact wording to Moose was, there's a couple episodes that you take out the stormtrooper, take out the lightsaber, and it's not just a regular cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm not gonna go all the way on board with you guys to say that what you guys have said. I did enjoy watching it as a complete package. There were a couple episodes where I said, I won't watch that again. But there's and even as far as to say, I wish I didn't watch that. Right? But they were to speak in the terms of you guys have seen, I thought the first episode was actually pretty good.
Okay, it was a good runoff.
Yeah. So the first 5 minutes of it, I'm like, what's going on here?
What am I watching?
Yeah.
I'm watching
because
it's a futuristic
Bob Ross.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all paint and colors and everything. And I do appreciate that every episode had a different art style. So I did appreciate that.
I expected that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do from watching first season. You do. And some look better than others, right? I did not enjoy the episode that looked like the claymation ones. There's a British movie of it. I didn't enjoy that one, right? I thought that one was kind of the weakest one. But as a whole, I'd watch all the ones I'd liked again. And to me, I think there's probably about 4 to 5, so roughly about half, that are worth saying they're worth watching again. But it does not have the appeal of season 1, where season 1 connected. At least some of the episodes connected to the Star Wars universe, where you say, "Oh, that makes sense," because we had Count Dooku and the other one in season 1. This one, there was not one character in any of these episodes. Spoiler alert for the next 4 that you're gonna watch, Moose, and the next 7, Magic Mike, that you watch. There's nothing in those episodes that connected to the Star Wars universe, the expanded universe, the universe to come, and the universe that we don't know about. It does nothing.
So why do you say you enjoyed it then?
I enjoyed it because of the art style. I enjoyed it because of some of the action in some of the scenes. I loved in the first episode, the bad guy, how he looked and how he fought. But to your point, Moose, it's quick.
Yeah,
it's fast.
Yeah.
So there's a slow build up, and then when you get to the build up, it is so fast that it cuts through. You're like, oh man, that's it. But you got to remember, these are only about 10 to 12 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, so the first episode was a good introduction. I didn't mind that, and I like the final, battle. I like that. However, getting there, I was like, okay, this is a little odd. I could appreciate the artistic side of it for just a moment, and then after that, I'm like, okay, I've seen it. I know what you're about with the artistic piece. So that's one of the five that I like, but it seems short. And I guess that's okay.
They're definitely short.
Also, no connection whatsoever to the real Star Wars. And the lightsaber was cool. Okay.
Yeah.
The bad guy was cool. Okay. I'll give you that. And then that's it. That's all I'm going to give you. The robot was cool. That I'll give you that. But then we fast forward. And it goes forward for I don't know, 3 episodes. They get to the 5th one.
Mm.
And then here we are. We get the 5th one with I go, okay, I
don't remember the 5th one. What was in the 5th one?
It was the true like fighting in on the ring up top of the statue.
Yes. Okay. That
I
one was a good
I like
one.
the bad guy there. So that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, I just felt that it just lacked something. It just seemed to lack a few things.
So far, you guys have only mentioned the bad guys being the benefit.
Yeah.
Well, because in this series, it seems like the character is in the bad guy, right? So we all know or all feel that the light side or the Jedi has a look, right? It's the clean cut, there's when you look at that's a Jedi. There's a Jedi, right? So you want to see what the counterpart is. And a lot of the times we have gone in the past and said a great good guy is made on a better bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. So because you got to have the pushback.
Yeah.
Right. So to the part that Moose is speaking of, there's a small story in that episode which creates it, and that's why you probably enjoyed that one the most, because there was a little 2-minute why we got the ending.
Yeah.
Right. There was no story like that in the first one, except for if you read between the lines, it said you should be my apprentice.
Right.
It's kind of weak.
Yeah. So, well, you can say that for every Jedi. It's like
right.
So, one of the episodes there is a sister. The 9 sisters, the Inquisitor. There is an Inquisitor in one of the episodes.
The Inquisitor in the first episode.
It did look like one. Yeah.
No, but this one has the circle, the double. Yeah. So you get that, but yet I think it's the bad guy that makes the episode. And there's some episodes where there's not a clear bad guy or there's none at all. And I think when you get those episodes, I don't want an episode where it's all out feels good.
Yeah. Well, you want to tell me that there's a first of all, it's some ghost, some crazy.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
The Banshee.
Yeah, like what? This is no. And then what? You're coming in and you're taking them away for like an alien from.
That was the second one, right? Yeah, that was the second one. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. That whole second one just didn't make sense whatsoever. It seemed useless, and I didn't enjoy the style. I can appreciate an art piece of it of going, okay, that looks like the way we used to draw cartoons and animation. Well, that's it. That's all I'm giving you, because there's nothing about the story, the character, the where it started, where it ended. Like it was all just kind of hocus phony.
The second one was when they went to the cave.
Yeah. But if it didn't have the name Star Wars on it, we wouldn't
watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't watch it. You're absolutely right. You wouldn't watch it. You'd be like, oh, there's a lightsaber that you might want to watch it, but it's
not even.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the anime episodes. There's 2 anime episodes. One of them was the one you talked about, the 5th one.
Yeah.
That was an anime
okay. It was okay, but again, I just didn't think. I thought it felt a little flat, and in the climax, it felt a little flat.
So overall, obviously season 1 is better, right?
Okay.
So if season 1 was the 10, let's just say, right? We all thought season 1 was awesome. If season 1 was a 10, where does season 2 sit?
In my opinion, of 5 through 5 episodes, season 2 gets I think I'm at like a 3. I'm just my opinion.
So you're saying it only gets worse from here?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know. If I had to rate it right now through 5, I'd give it a.
Well, I say it only gets worse from here because I'm only 2 in, and
no, it gets a little better.
Okay.
For at least through 5. 5 is a good episode.
because I have a 50-50
So 3 on a
shot here
scale
because I
of
had
10?
1 and 2, and I'm putting it
3
at
out
a
of
4. Is where I'm putting it at.
Which one?
Four.
So far
4 out
between the
of
2
10.
episodes of 4, yeah.
Okay. It's so unmemorable to me.
Yes.
For 3 and 4, I saw them. I don't remember them at all. You could tell me what they are, and I'd go, "Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right."
Well,
But
look at Game God struggling to try and he's trying to say what was 3 and 4. Look at
Yeah,
I can
he
see
can't
it in
remember
his face.
himself.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
doesn't know either.
No, so here's the thing. As you guys speak about it more and more, I came into this with a score. I say I'm gonna stand by my score, and I know I'm gonna get punched in the gut with this one. But as I listen to you guys, I feel like if I said that score, I'm gonna look even more silly. So I want to
7.5?
change it. I think I'm gonna sit at a 5. I'm gonna sit right on the. I didn't sit right on the. I play it safe. I'll do a 5. My original score I was gonna say was a 7.5.
Imagine that 7.5.
No, but as you go back to your point,
Non-committal.
Moose,
You know what
I
I
don't,
mean? Non-committal.
I don't remember 3 and 4.
See?
To your point,
I have no idea what they're about. I saw them.
I actually remember only 4 episodes out of the 9.
There you
Right?
go.
And 2 of them we spoke
Yeah,
about already.
exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So the other one, by the way, is the last episode because it's the last episode.
Yeah.
So so season 1, I can tell you almost all the episodes in season 1. And
you
that
can
happened.
tell from start to finish what happened during that episode, and you remember certain things about it.
Yeah.
Even the music wasn't great this time around.
It wasn't.
So I felt like they took this. I felt like they took this season and rode on the coattails of season 1, knowing that they would get people for season 2, and said they went to probably different studios and said, "Hey, highest bidder, who wants this? Who wants to be in?" And put them in, because I don't think with the way Star Wars is right now and the trajectory that it's going with, especially with all these announcements they made in Celebration, you would have thought they would have capitalized on this to connect video games with TV, with movie, in some small, maybe a cameo of somebody come in, you see him in the background, a silhouette or something like that. Was that Ahsoka? Something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing. So a failed opportunity to capitalize on something big here.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think they can do
Oh
better.
man, that was perfect timing.
Yeah, I think they can do better. Well, it is that time. It is that time. Kenny in the chat room says the trailer for Mac 2. I don't know. What does he mean? Anybody know? What Mac?
No, I don't know if he said Mag 2 or Meg 2. I think it's Meg.
Meg 2? Oh, I haven't seen that. I didn't see Meg 1. Listen, everybody, thanks for joining us on the podcast. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you sharing, and appreciate you coming back for more every single time. Closing on a 400. Oh, it's going to be a good one.
I was just leaving.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.